I'll share some thoughts about character and fitness in the context of this statement once we get through it. I'm writing to share more information regarding the academic misconduct situation that occurred during my undergraduate level. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to explain the situation and show how I've improved after the incident. I admit I had a difficult family time in spring 2017, and then early summer, my mother had a serious heart attack. The family situation affected me, and it was that time when I made a wrong decision of cheating on a test. I blame no one else besides me, and I don't mean to make excuses for cheating in the test. I was distracted with the family situation, and during the month of May 2017, I thought I wouldn't have to worry about studying for the test and can take help from others in the form of cheating, but I was wrong. The same week after taking the test, I personally confronted to our campus vice president of enrollment management and student affairs about what I have done. I knew from the heart that I did wrong, and now I need to accept it and grow personally and professionally. After meeting with the vice president, she recognized how I have taken the responsibility of being accountable for my actions. I received a written warning and successfully completed the program from 2017 till 2018, and then the file was closed. I started my graduate school right away, where I worked hard to show that I won't ever raise a question on my academic integrity. I faced many challenges in the form of extreme hard coursework, family issues, but I stayed calm and made better decisions by taking help from my advisor, professors, and talking with my family. Another example I would like to share is that my mother had another heart attack in 2019, and my grandmother passed away in 2019 as well, but I made correct decisions this time, took the responsibility of my own coursework that included exams and several projects, and took help when needed from my support system of friends, family, and university. I was and still am today responsible for my actions, but I want to convince you that it was a learning experience for me. This mistake is part of my life, which I can never disown, but this doesn't represent me. I completed my undergraduate and graduate school with full academic integrity and stayed patient to show how my experience changed me, which didn't take weeks or days, but months and years to prove it that I still am a much stronger person now and make better decisions. I hope you will also understand that I've changed myself after that learning experience. I plan to continue working hard during my law school and take help from faculty and other campus services when needed. Okay, so character and fitness. You want to be direct, matter of fact, to the point, explaining it, not making excuses, and sharing the details without sugarcoating. That's my general take on CNF, but character and fitness, but of course we'll talk more. Does it sound like this person is doing that? Yes, no, maybe. Is it kind of gray?
I'd say definitely they've repeated the sentence, or the sentiment like, I take full responsibility for my actions, but it can definitely be just more straightforward. There's also, combined with I take accountability, are some sentences in here like, I hope that you see, I hope this, and it's just a little bit passive, just take out some of the fluff of, I hope you see this, I hope you see that. Just tell us what happened and trust that whoever's on the receiving end, they're already rooting for you. They're reading it. So they're open to what you have to say. Take some of that out.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So I agree. Take out the fluff and just tell us what happened. And I'm honestly still not sure what happened. This person cheated. How did they cheat? Did they copy from a friend? Did they have a little note hidden somewhere at their desk? Did they steal from the teacher's notebook? Did they hack into a system? I have no idea. And something like cheating, we want the juicy details. We want to know exactly what happened. And so we're not getting that here. And so that is replaced by fluff, which really weakens it a lot. I like that they say, I had family issues when I cheated. I then again had family issues and I didn't cheat that time. That's good. But to be honest though, I wasn't sure if the family situation was an excuse with 2017. I wasn't sure. I wasn't convinced. Could you convince somebody of that 100%? Not necessarily. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit skeptical, but I feel like blaming your mother might not be the exact reason of what actually happened. And if it was because of a family health issue, give us more to back that up. Like, I was in the hospital every day for weeks. I had no time to study. Suddenly it was exam time and I realized I haven't done anything. So that's where I went with that. Virginia's got some comments in the chat here. I would start with, I made a wrong choice during a difficult situation. I take accountability and I'm not looking back. Yeah, that's great. Matter of fact, to the point. I like that. Again, I just want to know, what was the wrong choice specifically? What did you do specifically? And then what was so difficult about it, rather than just alluding to it in passing, which is obviously a heart attack is a serious thing, of course, but tell us more about how that impacted your decision to cheat and then what you did differently the next time around.
I'm just curious, Steve, kind of like talking about the family dynamic of 2017. Could you potentially say, you know, starting with Virginia's advice, like, I made a wrong choice. This is exactly what happened. This is what I did. And then maybe say, you know, I was also dealing with family things. My mother had a serious heart attack. And then do you think this is strong? I don't know, like to say, you know, I can't say for sure that my family dynamics is what, you know, affected me so far as to do this. You know, it's definitely something that was going on in my life. Or is that still just too weak and maybe not necessary?
That's a great question. Yeah, I mean, to say it's an aggravating factor, I think makes sense. It's useful context to have, but you do still want to say that you recognize now just how wrong it was. Not to make it simply as an excuse, but as a contextual factor, I think that's okay to include, but you want to be really careful to not make it look like you're blaming it all on that specifically. Because there are undoubtedly other people who have difficult family things who still don't cheat even despite that. But do know that regardless, I mean, they take issues of academic integrity very seriously. I had, for those interested in more, I had a discussion with a Brooklyn Law School admission officer where she talked a little bit about that. And lawyers obviously are entrusted with serious matters. They're entrusted to be someone's representative. And so you don't want them cutting corners. You don't want them cheating. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.